Hello, good morning. Happy MLB season kickoff today. It's Thursday, March 28th, 2024. We're going to do a rundown on baseball and, opening day. So uh, there's only one game that I am going to put a big bet on. All the rest are going to be just little small stuff. But we do have college basketball. March Madness is rolling, and we are cashing in every fucking day. So if you're tired of losing, jump on board. Badassbets.com. Sign up for your membership, and we'll take you to the cashier's window. Drinking some hot tea. Drink my dandelion and milk thistle every day. What do we got? We got all kinds of crazy shit happening in the news. Cargo ship crashing into the bridge, big distractions everywhere you look. They don't want you focusing on certain things, so they do dumb shit, kill people on purpose to get you off of what's really happening in the world. We do have the eclipse coming. You see everybody, all these headlines that shit's gonna go down, be prepared, crazy shit. So they're gonna blame something on the eclipse. What's it gonna be? Be prepared, or is it all a bunch of bullshit? We supposedly have this good versus evil going on. Trust the plan. Maybe that plan was all just bullshit to begin with. Who knows? In these days, question everything and believe nothing. That's my motto. Anyway, let's jump into some baseball. First game, we got the Los Angeles Angels with Patrick Sandoval being a starting opening day pitcher. That's pretty sad. Against Corbin Burns. Who's going to get burned today? Orioles are a huge favorite, minus 190 on opening day. Crazy. I'll tell you why, though. When we jump into this, I'm going to keep my screen separate. Hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. Normally I would throw share my screen, but let's just run through this real quick. You see in the background all the crystals and candles and beautiful shit we got going on back there. The ticker down below, harleyray.com. Get yourself some good stuff. So the reason why the Orioles are such a huge favorite, Pablo Sandoval, he's lost his last 3 outings. He's only pitched 3 innings, 5 innings, 5 innings. Last 3 against the Orioles, he's lost 3-10, 0-1, and he actually won a game on 4th of July, 6-5. Corbin Burns only pitched against the Angels 1 time, beat him 7-5, but only gave up 1 earned run. Wind is blowing in Baltimore. I don't know if this is going to coincide with what just happened in Baltimore, but I think Baltimore is going to win this game. I think Pablo Sandoval should not be a starting, opening day pitcher. But minus 190 on Baltimore is a little bit too high for me. I think this game, I'm not going to touch it, but do what you will with what you want, what you really, really want. Next game, Yankees at Astros. Astros are minus 150 in this game. It's a little high for you're betting against Aaron Judge and Stanton, and I think it's a really even matchup, 4-4. Whoever gets that fifth run wins. I think it's 5-4 game. Nestor the Molester Cortez. He was pretty good at the end of the year. 1 earned run, 2 earned runs, 4 earned runs. He beat Houston 3-1, lost 5-6, and won 6-3. Most he ever gave up against them last year. Actually, this is 22 and 23. Last year, he only pitched against them 1 time, give up 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts. Valdez against New York, beat him 3-2, lost 6-7, and won 8-7, but didn't pitch against them at all last year. So when I first looked at this game, I'm thinking, oh, you got to take Houston, being at home. But going through this a little bit deeper, and minus 150 on the Astros just is a little bit too much for me. So let's see. Yankees swept them in Houston in September of last year. So I would sprinkle a little bit of money on the Yankees, and like I said, 5-4. I'm looking at this game. Either team can pull this out, but I'll take the plus 125 on the Yankees. Like I said, I'm not putting any money or anything big on any of these games except for one. And if you're not a member of Badass Bets, sorry about your fucking luck. I'm drinking my Bucked Up. We got some Bucked Up. Get racked. Okay, so the next game is a scrub game that I'm not touching, but who knows? Some of you degenerates will bet anything and everything. We got the Detroit Tigers against the racist White Sox. Why their socks got to be white in Chicago? Probably full of blood. Anyway, let's see what they got here. Screwball. I used to like him. Was it 2-3 years ago? He was pretty good. But when you play for a scrub team, it's hard to win. And they got Mark Canha, Javier Baez. That's about it. So Skeet Ball, he went 3-0 in his last 3 at the end of the year. 0-0 and 1 earned run. So he was getting pretty hot at the end of the year. Like I said, this guy's a really good pitcher. He just doesn't have much backup, but he did get runs last year, 8-0, 7-3, and 11-2. However, that's playing Kansas City, Oakland, and the Angels. Crochet for the White Sox. I guess you give them some fucking blankets and send them out there and tell them to go to crochet some shit. But looks like a rookie pitcher. There's nothing on him, no history. Not really sure who he is. I guess I got to do my research. In this game, the wind is blowing out at 12 miles an hour, 40% humidity. Detroit is 5-1 straight up against the White Sox, under 6-7. So Not knowing what the fuck this crochet is knitting, I'd have to side with the Schoolball because I like that dude. But 159 to bet on a scrub team, yeah, I'm gonna pass. Next game, Washington at Cincinnati Reds, with Montas pitching for the Reds against Josiah. Josiah, I think the time is right for him. We have we got Easter Sunday coming. We got a lot of crazy shit happening right now, and I think Josiah is going to win this game. I'll take the plus 130 with the Nats. I don't really like either of these teams. Nats got Joey Gallo. Not sure what else they got going on. The thing about the Reds, it's probably a little bit too early to see what their weather is like today. So wind's blowing out 10 miles an hour. What I was going to say is one thing about the Reds is that the ball does travel. I know it's early. It's only 56 degrees there today, but the wind's blowing out 10 miles an hour. However, there's a stat on here that is under is 9-2. Well, that doesn't matter. That's just Nationals playing Central Division. One stat that does stick out and solidifies my pick on, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on this one. I like the plus with the Nationals. They're 6-0 straight up in their last 6 when playing in Cincy. Like I said, both these teams have seen better days. But I'll take the plus. I think it's plus 130. Actually, it looks like it's plus. So it started at 150. It's down to 130 now. So a little bit of cash coming in on the Nats, and I'm going to throw a little bit of cash on that too. It's like I said, there's only one bet that's worth betting today in baseball as far as smashing it. And this is not the play, but this is one that I'll probably sprinkle a little bit of cash on. Who we got next? We got the Twinkies at the Royals. I looked at this game a little earlier. It's not popping up now. Pablo Lopez is pitching for the Twins, which gives me the little edge onto the Twins. The Royals were hot. Let's see. So Kansas City won 2-1, 10-7. So they pretty swept them at home at the end of the season last year. Well, that was actually in July, it looks like. So July 30th. Pablo Lopez finished off the season strong with 0-1-3 earned runs against Houston, 0. So he could shut anybody down. Just depends on how he comes out. I think he usually starts a little slow. So that's the only thing that worries me. However, Pablo against Kansas City last year went 3-0, 0, 6, and 0 on the earned runs. One game he had 12 strikeouts. So we're gonna we got 15-mile-an-hour wind heading straight out. Total's gone over 5. 5 of 7 when they play the Central Division. It doesn't mean shit. I mean, it's like, it looks like a little bit of money's coming in on Kansas City. Went from 137 to 131 for Minnesota. Being opening day, having no stats or anything, might want to throw the Twins on a small little parlay. They could see like Twins and Orioles. It looks like the Yankees are taking on money now. Now it's almost even. Minus 115, 115. Next game, Dodgers are huge favorites. It's crazy. Dodgers have never done really well against the Cardinals. They got Tyler Glassjaw pitching against Miles Mikolas. Miles was doing pretty well in spring training or spring, whatever you want to fucking call it, fake games. Cardinals have a stacked lineup. You know, they could run with the Dodgers. They got Goldsmith, Arenado, Carpenter, and then they got Brandon Crawford from the Giants over there playing shortstop now. So you know you got a good D going on over there. Like I said, this game can go either way. Minus 200 for the Dodgers is just way too much for me right now, starting off the season against the Cardinals. Mike Golis went 1-3 against the Dodgers he only pitched one time against the Dodgers last year. He beat him 6-5 May 20th, so early in the season. Give up 3 earned runs. Let's see what Glass now. He's 0-2 against the Cardinals. He lost 0-7 and 1-5, probably when he was playing on Tampa. Not really sure on that part, but yeah. I would have to side. I hate to say it, but I'm a Dodgers. I'm not a fan of any team anymore. I'm over the bullshit. The only fan of a team I am is the team that's going to cash my fucking ticket today. So I used to be a big Dodgers fan. I did go to the World Series to see them beat Tampa Bay during COVID, the scamdemic. I got lucky on that. I bought a ticket during the scamdemic to go see the World Series, and they weren't allowed to sell me that ticket because they were doing the 30 feet apart from everybody, playing the bullshit rules. So I bought a ticket. I forget what I paid for it, but anyway, they emailed me a day or two later and said that they weren't allowed to sell me that ticket, that they ended up having to give me the entire section, four seats for the price of one. So that was cool. I scalped them tickets and got to go to the World Series. I got paid to go to the World Series and watch the Dodgers beat Tampa Bay. That's how we do it at Badass Bets, bitches. One stat: St. Louis Cardinals 0-5 when playing on the road in LA. So that doesn't sound too well. The Dodgers started their season a couple weeks ago against Padres in some foreign land, but there's no way I could put 200, 250 now. So it went from minus 204 to minus 250. A run line plus 1.5 for the Cardinals, plus 105. So it doesn't really pay shit. So another game that we'll have to pass. I mean, if you had some cash to throw away, you could throw a little bit on the Cardinals and hope for the best. But we don't hope and pray for pay. We bet the right shit and we smash them at Badass Bets. Got a lot of crypto shit going on. I just got a notification that Stronghold SHX is up like 18% today. If you don't know about Stronghold, you better sign up. Badassbets.com. Go to our website. You'll see the different memberships for crypto and for sports betting. And you can get both. You can get a lifetime membership where we will take care of you, and money management is the name of the game in sports betting. Who we got now? We got the Pittsburgh Pirates against the Fish of Miami. This is another tough game. I mean, like I said, not a whole lot in baseball today to bet on other than one pick, and only my VIP members are getting that pick today. Let's see here. Miami's got them 3.8 to 2.6. Let's see. So Miami 2-zip, 4-3, and they lost 3-1. Keller Williams is pitching for the Pirates. Last three versus the Marlins, he's lost 4-6, 5-6, and won 5-1. Last year, only faced him one time, lost 4-6, but only gave up one earned run in 7 innings. So whoever their bullpen is must have choked on a fish. Let's keep it clean. Luzardo, he lost to the Pittsburgh Pirates through 7 innings with 0 earned runs, 9 strikeouts, and still lost the fucking game. So, being the early in the season, the bullpen's going to come into play in this game. One thing I do see that stands out is there's 16-mile-an-hour winds blowing out to center. Right center. However, this is a retractable roof stadium, so 58% humidity, 50% cloud cover, 9% chance of rain, 84 degrees, nice and warm down in the fish world of Miami. Might have to make a trip down there pretty soon. Should have already done it. Anyway, total has gone over 10 of 14 when Pittsburgh plays on the road. I don't see a lot of scoring going on in Miami, so that stat means nothing. Pittsburgh are 1-5 in the last 6 on the road against Miami. So, I'd side with Miami in this game. I'm not probably going to bet anything on this unless I could put something together with let's see, you can get a plus 140 if you want Miami on the run line, or minus 123 straight. So that would be something that you can parlay with, like a 2-teamer or something. Maybe Miami and Minnesota. Miami and Baltimore. I do think Baltimore wins that game against the Angels, but minus 200 is just too much. I think it's fucking retarded. But I know that with that fake false flag, what you want to call it, in Baltimore the other day, when a ship just miraculously, when lost power, made a hard right and went directly into the bridge. That ship, I forget how it ties back to Mitch McConnell after he killed that girl, or somebody killed that girl, the Chinese girl. Do your own research on this. Whatever I say is just bullshit, so don't listen to anything I say. It's for entertainment purposes only. But that lady, I think it's Chow, she supposedly got drunk, backed into a pond and drowned. Like, come on, that's fucking retarded. Almost as retarded as the boat making a hard right, going right into the bridge, and the whole thing just collapses like it was teetering on thin air, ready to collapse. So if you look at that video a little bit more, you'll see some ducks flying by in the start of that video, and then all of a sudden the ducks disappear. Like, you could tell the editing was done on that video. But anyway, she somehow it all ties back to this boat with the same lady that Chow. I'm pretty sure her name was Chow. Anyway, I'm just throwing shit out there because I don't have my shit written down. I'm doing sports instead of conspiracies right now. But yeah, so I think Baltimore wins today because of what went on. Seems to be a pattern. If you don't think sports are rigged, you need to get the fuck out of the game. They play gematria, they play numbers games. All this shit is all a distraction. But I'll take some money. They want to pay me to distract me. Anyway, our next game, we got the slums of San Francisco playing against the illegals of San Diego. This is a tough matchup too. I mean, you're talking probably a 2-1 game, 4-3 at the most. So I do like the under. They got it. It started at 7 to the over. Now it's went up to 7.5. So they had to juice the number on the under. So you're getting -125 under 7.5 with that's some B vitamins. They will. They taste like shit. Anyway, we got Logan Webb, who was an awesome guy when he first came into the league, especially at home. So if this game was in San Francisco, I'd be all over Logan Webb. Being in San Diego, Yu Darvish, man, you can't trust you. If you can't trust you, who do you trust? Anyway, Logan Webb pitched a full game, 9 innings, beat the Padres 2-1. I think it was kind of like the last game of the season or somewhere around the last game of the season, last week of the season, I should say. Let's see. Logan Webb is 1-3, 1-2 in 3 games. He's only pitched against them. I'm fucking it all up. The last 3 games that Logan Webb pitched against San Diego, he is 1-1 and lost 2. The games have all been close. They've all been under the total, 2-1, 3-4, 1-2. You can't trust Darvish. 2-4, he lost. 6-4, he won, and 1-3, he lost. So out of 6 games, only 1 game has went over. And Yu Darvish gave up 4 earned runs in the last 2 that he pitched against the Giants. 11 mile an hour straight out of the wind. However, the humidity is at 63%. A little bit of cloud cover, no rain anticipated. San Francisco's 1-5 in their last 6 against San Diego, 2-14 in their last 16 on the road. Total's gone under 5. They're 5-0 on the under against National League West opponents. So my bet on this game would be the under 7.5. It's -125. It's a little juice. So, but you're going to pay 111 to take the Padres. You're going to pay 109 to take the Giants. So I'll throw some dough on the under 7.5 with the 2 pretty decent pitchers going. Hopefully Yu Darvish doesn't just serve up fucking home runs. Being in San Diego, it's hard to hit home runs there. So I think the number's going to stay under 7.5. I think it's going to be 4-3 at the most, but probably more like a 2-1, 3-2, something like that. Then we got the Blue Jays of Communist Canada against the Rays out in Tampon Bay. Tampa Bay is -140. I think it's a little high. I think this game is very close. Toronto got Justin Turner, who can smash him. George Springer. I forget who else the fuck they got. They got some decent smash ball hitters. I can never pronounce his name right, but Arozarena. You know, it means he got the arena to rise up. George Springer, Vladimir Guerrero, Biggio. So I do think that Toronto has the offense. When these two teams play each other, it's usually a high-scoring game. Head to head in their last 10, Toronto's 7.5 runs to 5.7 runs. In their last 3, it's 8-7. So a lot of overs in these in this series here in this matchup. However, Berrios pitching for the Communist Blue Jays up there in what the fuck's that guy's name? The piece of shit that's supposedly running the country. Justin Castro, that's his name. Justin Castro. So Berrios, his last 3 games last year, he lost 0-2, 0-6, 3-5. Give up 1, 4, and 4. Zach Eflin, he pitched pretty decent. Last time these teams played, it was last year, kind of 2 weeks, or actually 2 months into the season. Blue Jays beat them 20-1. 6-3 and lost 5-10. Eflin 6-3, 7-0 and lost 5-6. He only gave up 1, 0, and 5. So again, this is a pretty close matchup. It's an indoor stadium, so we ain't got to worry about any weather. Total's gone over 8-0 when Toronto is in Tampa Bay. Let's see. Josh Lowe is out for Tampa Bay. That's about it. Wonder where he is. Franco is gone. Toronto is just an underachieving team. That's the best way to say Toronto. And Tampa Bay is an overachieving team for what they do. Where they got it at over, so it went from over 8 at even money to over 7.5 at -105. So if I was to bet this game, I would probably go with the over. The trend is definitely to the over, and they dropped the number from 8 to 7.5. They might be trying to entice you into this bet, which it's working because that's probably what I'll do. Like I said, none of these are smash down, break the bank bets. Now this next game, I like the opposite side here. We got Texas Rangers playing at home, coming off of World Series, playing Chicago Cubbies. I like this pitcher for the Cubbies, Justin Steele. And that's probably why I will bet the Cubbies. However, it's very close. It's even money on the Cubs or -120 with Texas. 8.5 to the over. Being in Texas, the ball can definitely travel. But with these pitchers, Evaldi can give it up. Let me get into his shit real quick. So we got Bellinger in Happ, Swanson, Yan Gomes. Head-to-head, Chicago's beating them 6-4. Let's see. Let's try to get to some Texas games when they played at home. So Texas 11-10 at home. These were a long time ago. 8-6. A lot of overs in this matchup in Texas. If it was in Chicago, it would be a whole different world. Justin Steele finished the season like shit. He lost 6-7, 7-13, 4-6. Gave up 3, 6, and 6. Evaldi finished the season 3-0. Gave up 0-5-2. Only game that Steele has pitched against Texas, he beat them 10-3. Evaldi's 0-3 against Chicago. One game last year, he lost 0-2, gave up 2 earned runs. Before that, it was 2014. So Evaldi's been around for quite a while. May his arm be wearing out? Who knows? They got the wind blowing out 10 miles an hour, but I've been to that stadium. There's no wind in there. Actually, I think, yeah, that was the stadium I went and watched the World Series, Dodgers in Tampa Bay. Cubs are 0-6 against American League West. Total's gone over 4 or 5 when playing in March. Cubs are 1-10 on the road. These are all, of course, last year. So we'll see what happens. Seager is questionable, but I'm pretty sure he's playing. But he hasn't had a lot of time to practice preseason. Nate Lowe is also, I don't think he's playing today. Yeah, kind of talked myself out of it. I was thinking I was going to, take the Cubs, but I might just lay off. Even money just doesn't really pay anything to take the chance. What I may do is take a first 5 with the Cubs, but seeing how Steely pitches, well, he did beat him 10-3. I just can't see where that game was at. Evaldi's lost all 3 of his starts to the Cubs. 2-5-3. What I was going to say is I might take a first 5 on the Cubbies on this, but again, you're just flipping a coin here. Cleveland and Oakland. Actually, there's a good bet on this game. However, it looks like the line's already moved, so it might have taken us out of that bet. I got Shane Bieber, Justin Bieber's twin, out there hanging out with P. Diddley against Alex Wood on the I don't even know how to pronounce or what to say about Oakland. One time I was in Oakland working and stopped at a gas station, or not a gas station, stopped at a burger place. This was quite a while ago, before all this chaos even came into play that's happening now there. Sitting in there eating my burger, and I look out and I see these 2 little punk ass bitches looking through windows of cars. I always have a camper shell in my truck, and it's always locked. So anyway, I look over and they find somebody who must have just went shopping and had a big screen TV in the back of their truck, no camper. And they scooped that motherfucker up and took off running through the parking lot with a 55-inch TV on their shoulder. And yeah, that's what happens in Oakland, California. And that was a long time ago. Now they probably just take your whole truck and say, fuck you. These are 2 of the worst teams in baseball offensively. However, head to head, they have average, 10 runs a game. The Beebs against Oakland, he's lost 3-4, 3-1, 0-6, 0-6. Alex Wood beat Cleveland 8-1 and 2-0. Has never given up an earned run against them. And I don't think he's going to give up an earned run today. It's hard to bet against Justin Bieber's daddy. But 11-mile-an-hour wind straight out, and kind of right center. 87% cloud cover. I'm in California myself, probably 2 hours, 3 hours from Oakland, and it's pretty cloudy. It looks like it rained overnight. So it's going to be damp and wet. No rain anticipated for the game. However, the humidity is 66%. Cleveland is 7-1 straight up when playing in Oakland. However, they're 1-6 on the road playing other teams. The under is 6-2 when playing in American League West. Looks like no real injuries going on. So if you got to bet this game, I'd lean towards the under. You get even money under 7. I just can't bet against Beaver's daddy. But you can parlay Oakland plus 126 with the under, and probably get you like a 3-1 on a 2-teamer. Next game, this is East Coast versus West Coast. Seattle Mariners with Castillo pitching against Brayan Bello. Some crazy spelled name. Anyway, let's get through this. Seattle started as a minus 192, which is just crazy just because of Castillo's pitching. The lines dropped quite a bit now. It's minus 160 for Seattle, plus 135 for Boston. When I looked at this a little while ago before I did my bets, I was thinking Seattle, but then when I looked into the pitching matchups, Bello against Seattle last year went 2-0, 6-4, and 12-3. Dogs are barking, but ain't nobody home. Castillo against Boston. He lost 4-9, gave up 5 earned runs, and he won 2-1 with 0 earned runs, 10 strikeouts. So you just never know what the fuck you're gonna get with this dude. He's a decent pitcher. I don't like him. Little Jerry Curl. 84% cloud cover, 32% chance of rain, 10 mile an hour out to the left on a retractable field. Total's gone under 5 of 5 in Boston's last 5. Like I said, this doesn't matter. This is last year's. Boston's 1-5 against American League West. Looks like they got a few players out, but nobody that's gonna stop them. See what Seattle's got. Seattle's 1-5 against American League East. They've gone over 5-6, played in March. Seattle's 9-0 and playing on a Thursday. Total's gone over 12 of 14. So 12-2 to the over when Seattle is at home against Boston. I remember when I went up to Seattle, it's been a while because Big Papi was there. We were walking through, fuck's that place called? The market, the farmers, the fish market. Can't remember the name of it. Anyway, Big Papi came in. They opened up the side door for him, brought him in. It was kind of cool. Last time I was ever in Seattle, I'll probably never go back unless they clean that place up. But Big Papi made his appearance when I was there. They're playing at 10:10 Eastern time. Score's probably going to reach 10. The over-under is 7.5. Projected score is 9.2. Again, let's go back to this stat trend. My son hates betting trends, and I love betting trends. But the over is 6-0 when playing in Seattle against Boston. or no, sorry, 6-0 when playing against Boston, 12-2 when playing in Seattle versus Boston. Wind's blowing out. We're going to throw a little bit of money on this game to the over. It's minus 115 over 7.5. So 5-4 is kind of where I see this game. Last game of the day is going to be the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, Smoking the Greens against the Snakes in Arizona. They're predicting 5-5, 5.5. Arizona's a big favorite in this game, minus 225. So it's way up there. Let's get into some stats. Arizona 6.2 to 3.8 against Colorado. At home 12-5. They lost 3-2, won 4-2. Freeland playing Arizona. He's lost 3-2. He won 3-2. 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, but only 2 strikeouts. He lost 1-5 and lost 1-9. These are all 3 last year. So they've seen him and hit him 2, 5, and 3 on the earned runs. He does not strike out hardly anybody. He struck out 2, 1, and 3. And then you got the opposite with Zach Gallen. He's 3-0 straight up, all 3 on the run lines. 0 earned runs, 3 earned runs, 0 earned runs, 7 strikeouts, 11 strikeouts, 6 strikeouts. Retractable stadium, 17% humidity, 4 miles an hour. So basically no wind, 77 degrees in the Arizona desert. And I think that will do the baseball. If you want our play of the day, you got to hit us up, badassbets.com. You can send me a text message anytime, any day, 24/7. Just do not call. Text message only, 530-416-1707. Let's get into some basketball. First game, Clemson and Arizona. I like Arizona in this game, but sorry, I gotta do a bet real quick. Damn it. I like Arizona in this game, but I'm not sure if they're going to cover the spread. 7 points, they're predicting 4-point win. However, when you look at the overall, Arizona's 87-77. They have beat them by 17. Let's see. They beat them by, that's not right. 66-54, so they beat them by 12. This is a long time ago. And they beat them by 16 the time before that. So Arizona can run them. These teams have never been, Clemson's never really been as good as they are now that I can remember. So let's see. One thing that stands out is Clemson is 8-4 against the spread on the road. 5-1 neutral site. They lost to Boston College by 20. So that just shows you right there that Clemson, you never know what's going to show up. Arizona got smashed by USC and Oregon and Wazoo. But those are league games, and, those are all pretty decent teams. Clemson losing to Boston College by 20 just shows how sketchy they are. So the stats say that Arizona is going to win and cover this game. Went from 6.5 to 7. This next game, San Diego State against UConn, has moved from 9.5 to 12. I think UConn destroys them. You got what I consider a high school team in San Diego State playing against almost a pro team in UConn. Let's see, UConn beat them 76-59 last year at the end of the thing. So it's kind of a rematch from last year. Beat them by 17. And the time before that, when they played, they beat them by 17. So there's a number there. And let's see, stat wise, UConn is 5-0, playing on a Thursday, 4-1, playing against the Mountain West. San Diego State beat the brakes off of Yale. They got beat by New Mexico by 7, UNLV by 4, and Boise by 2, Utah State by 5. UConn, only time they lost in the last 10 was against Creighton, where they got blown out. When Creighton's hot, they can beat anybody. But I think that UConn's going to cover the spread. 11.5, pretty high. And then our college basketball play of the day is next on tap. Sorry, just looking at these lines on the games here. Sucks that we got all these early games going on today, but looks like the Padres Giants have went to -120 on the under 7.5. Playing in a day game it sucks because that's when the ball is going to fly a little bit more in San Diego. Let's see what we can get on a first 5 on that game. First 5 is 3.5. Under 3.5 is -118. So you're better off. Actually, you got -120 under 4. So under 7.5 in the game. Switching back to our basketball, Bama can score. They can score 100 points, and so can North Carolina. They got the over at 173 in this game, which is awfully fucking high. Their predicted scores like 160, 81, 80. Bama's 91, averaging 91 points on offense. They're 2-0 against the spread against North Carolina. They did beat them at home 103-101. Just like I said, they could score the fucking ball. And the time before that was 2019 when Bama wasn't shit. UNC rolled them. Well, beat them by 9. When was this Bama game? This is 2 years ago when Bama beat them 103-101. Bama's 4-4 on neutral site. They're only 1-7 straight up as a dog. Alabama on the trends, 1-9 when playing as an underdog. Over is 4-1 in March. UNC looks like Bama's got a couple of injuries. One of them's questionable today, Latrell. UNC, no injuries. So Bama had a rough time against Florida. They lost 102-88, 105-87. Lost to Tennessee by 7 and got smashed by Kentucky. UNC, the only game they've lost was against NC State, so a little rivalry going on there. It can go both ways. So if you want to get my VIP play of the day in college basketball, hit us up at badassbets.com. This is one game right here that I really dug into earlier. Illinois fighting Illini against the Cyclones of Iowa State. This game is almost even. Iowa State's -1.5, and Illinois. Illinois on a prediction 72-71. Illinois to win the game. So he kind of lost the value. It was 2.5. Now it's down to 1.5. Illinois' offense 84-75. So all the stats look like Illinois would win this game. However, when you get into digging deep, Iowa State is 24-3, straight up as a favorite. Illinois is 7-0 on a neutral site. 7-0 to the over. Let's see. Illinois are 1-5 against the spread when playing the Big 12. I don't know why they can't. They just can't play them. Iowa State 7-1 in March. I think all these injuries that they're showing are players that have already been out for a while, so they've already adjusted and don't need them. Illinois has only lost one game in their last 10, which was to Purdue, 71-77. Iowa State only loss was to Kansas State, 58-65. Iowa State shooting they shot 40% and beat Washington State 57-50, 45-46. They even beat BYU shooting 36%, and they beat Oklahoma 33%, 58-45. So if they could put the defense on Illinois. However, that's easier said than done. Illinois shooting 59%, 54, 52, 46. The game that they lost to Purdue, they even shot 45. They shot 61% against Minnesota. So this is a close matchup. But I do have a play on this game. You can text me 530-416-1707, and we'll give you a free play. So that is it for today. Actually, there's a lot of hockey that I didn't even get into yet. Hockey has changed a lot. I only got a few minutes to get my final bets in, so we're going to make this hockey really quick. Boston Celtics are 16-point favorites over the Hawks on the road. A little crazy. Bucks -1.5 against Pelicans at home. I don't usually bet no bank account league. I'd have to favor the Pelicans today if I was to bet the no bank account league. Hockey, we got the Pens playing at home, but they're -230. Panthers at home -190 against the Islanders. Let's jump into that game. They've just ruined hockey betting with these spreads. They're just astronomical, crazy, ridiculous. See if we can find any trends. Florida's 7-3 straight up against the Islanders. They're 21-12 at home. Islanders are 0-6 against the East. Went over for 4-1 to the over when playing in Florida. Islanders are looking like shit. They're 3-7 in their last 10. Oh fuck, Florida looks like shit too. Pass on that. Just try to find you one or two good hockey picks to bet. Flyers look like they got a better goalie in there, -165. Dog pick. today could be the Capitals, but it looks like people are betting on Toronto. Toronto's got a backup goalie in. He's 10-10. Capitals goalie is 21-12. So this might be a bet you can make some plus money on. However, Toronto is 7-2 against Washington. Let's see what else we could find. Washington 1-7 straight up against Toronto. Not good for our shit. They got a lot of players. They got some players out. Toronto's half the team is out. Washington's been on a roll a little bit. They won 3 in a row and 6 of their last 7. Only game they lost was Toronto, 3-7. Toronto's lost 2 in a row, 4 of their last 6. So if you got the gambling addiction, Capitals plus money might be a little sprinkle. One that stands out big time, Detroit to Carolina. Carolina's goalie is 10-1. Very hard to beat this guy. Carolina's 6-3 with 8-2 on the under head-to-head in this series. Detroit 0-7 on the road. Under. Carolina's playing unders every time, every game. 16-4 in their last 20 against the East. 5-0 against the Atlantic. Carolina does have their right wing is out today. Right wing against the Red Wings. Carolina's coming off a loss to Penguins. It's just hard, minus 270. Like, fuck, that's crazy. How about Minnesota Wild minus 400 against San Jose? This shit just doesn't even make sense anymore. Like, you can't even bet hockey unless you can, find a live dog. The Blues at home against the Flames. Blues definitely got a better goalie going. Looks like a little bit of money's coming in on Calgary. How long have we been on here now? Over an hour. Fuck. Better hurry the fuck up. Game's about to start. All right, let's finish this off. St. Louis 8-2 against Calgary. They definitely have a better goalie. Calgary's lost 4 in a row. St. Louis is actually playing pretty decent. So we'll give you that pick for the day. St. Louis Blues minus 125 is your free pick of the day from badassbets.com. Winnipeg and Golden Knights. They got Golden Knights winning this game. They're 9-1 straight up against Winnipeg. So you can get some plus money if you want to take the chance with Vegas. Vegas got half their team out. Winnipeg, not too many injuries. Winnipeg has lost 4 in a row. But you know what that means. They're probably due for a win. But Vegas does have their number, so you can get a little bit of plus. 107, you know what that equals. Take that 0 out, you're getting 17. Let's see if there's anything else to look at real quick. Edmonton, minus 165. I don't see any value in that game. Colorado and the Rangers. I don't see any value in that unless you taking the Rangers. Looks like big money's coming in on Colorado. Colorado's 6-4. The Kraken against the Ducks. 2 scrubs don't make a right. Nashville and Arizona. There's just so many more bets, or so many better bets that we can make than losing money on this bullshit. Here's one that kind of stands out just looking at it from outside. Dallas Stars playing in Vancouver. Both have exact same records. 3-3, it looks like. Dallas went from 117. There's that 17 again. Vancouver 7-2 against Dallas. So another game that we just don't want to touch. Dallas is 1-5 when playing on the road in Vancouver. But Vancouver does have a backup goalie going. Dallas has won 5 in a row. Been scoring some goals, 6, 4, 4, 5, 4. Vancouver can score some goals. They're coming off a loss, 2-3 against LA. So yeah, let's call this here. And again, check us out, badassbets.com. Get your baseball season underway and start off winning, cashing your tickets. We are the only sports handicapper that offers a money back guarantee. If you, it's not going to happen, but say we went on a losing streak and we end up losing money during the month, we refund your entire membership fee. That's not going to happen because we've been doing this for so long. We know what the fuck we're doing, and all we do is win. Support the channel. If you don't want to subscribe and get yourself in the winner circles with Badass Bets, go to harleyray.com, get yourself some crystals, some candles. See all that good shit behind me. We got you covered. Gemstones never lose their value. So people are buying silver and gold. I buy gemstones. Gemstones and land is the way to go. Crypto, I don't really have time. We'll have to do another show on the crypto shit that's happening right now. I've been playing some meme coins. Actually, let's pop on here real quick. Hunter Bowden is on the rise right now. Smoke some crack with Hunter. I think this one has a little bit of staying power. As you've seen, Geo Bowden keeps rising. A little fall, a little rise. But this one only has a $4 million market cap. Let's see what his daddy has. Geo Bowden has a $300 million market cap, and Crackhead Hunter with a $4 million market cap. So you can definitely, if people band together and want to play the crack game, and make a little bit of money on Hunter Bowden, Boden, on the Solana meme coin network right now. You got to get them on. I think it's on Radium. Has a 99% dex score. I think this one has some staying power and has a at least a 10x potential, if not a 100x potential. Again, crack smoking Hunter Bowden on the Solana network. And then there's a Crazy Pepe coin, up 149% in the last 24. Just took a dip, like a big, huge dip. Let's see what they sold. They sold 15 SOL. So what was that? Like $2,800. Getting a little bit of a dip. But that's about it. 6. Oh, here's a 20. So I was wondering why the dip was so big. But yeah, they sold 2 big sales today. Right now would be the time, it looks like, to buy the Crazy Pepe if it's going to come back. We're looking at the comeback right now. What's weird about these meme coins is they typically rise later in the day, and then everybody sells right before they go to bed. Anyway, that is it. We'll get into the real crypto winners later on another podcast. But for now, we're going to let you roll. Get your bets in, badassbets.com and harleyray.com. We got about 12 minutes to smash these first bets of the day. And again, we have a monster winner. Looks like we got a couple games postponed, the Brewers and Mets and Braves at Phillies, which weren't even on the thing anyway. But we do have a guaranteed winner this afternoon in baseball and a winner in college basketball. Again, you can text me anytime, 530-416-1707, or hit us up, badassbets.com. And if you want to win some money, hit us up. And we got a lot of games tomorrow. So we'll be back with Badass Bets either late tonight or first thing tomorrow. But stay tuned for, I'll put the links in the description below for our crypto channel and Harley Ray Papa, where you get the motivation and entrepreneurship that you need. If you're sick of the Matrix, sick of playing the fucking rat race, hit me up, badassbets.com. Howdy.